I got the stream up, son. Let me show you that play. I got the stream up. I'm gonna show you that play. I'm gonna do it in here. Yeah, I'm playing Anquan right now.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete. And it's 2nd down. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! No, check, Patriot! Detroit!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He dumps it to Hyde. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to make it 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood what the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Now this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Well, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Detroit, 56. Green, 39. Detroit. Green, 39.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield dumping it off for Johnson. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there and they just got a nice first down.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Detroit!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. This one left side caught by Patterson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Mayfield on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cordero Patterson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. This is a crew they've come out flat their last 2 games. Both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! Gone!
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
And that's the first mark on the stat sheet for the 4-time first-team All-Pro. How about this? Over 1,000 yards 6 times in his career, and just 2 yards away in 2013 of being over 1,500 yards in 4 of his last 5 seasons.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I ain't going to do it until I need to hit that.
Good for 10 yards and a first down. Jackson on first down, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Complete here. It's high. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
2nd down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Detroit.
On 3rd down, Mayfield out to the flat for Hyde. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Leopard. Gone.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They pitch it out to Johnson. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
No, check. Patriot.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6.
Gone.
Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And now out come the Steelers. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as it sets him up better for 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Jackson on first down. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
This is Carlos Hyde, the former 49er, his first carry. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Gone!
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. You have to figure with a rookie quarterback out there, you have to live with some of these mistakes, except they're going to happen. This one, though, that hurts. You're losing in this game.
And that's what you tell him. You know, that's what you drill on in practice. That's what you work on throughout time. Look. Take care of the football,
throwing that bitch
and then we'll let your talents come out. Don't try and force things, and then we end up with big plays like that end up hurting us.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And following the pick 6, and they decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson.
Oh, that's mean.
This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, Jackson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
That year they lost. That year they lost to the Warriors when they came back. And the after game conference and shit, he was saying that damn.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
I don't know what classified the best point guard in the league that can't catch another point guard on defense. Shit, I did. Hey, it was him and Woodbrook. He had the podium. On that it.
Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
I could have did it last year, man.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
I don't know, man.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing.
Well, both of them do average over 8 assists a game.
And maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect. But overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
Okay.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the
Yeah.
football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! 3-19. Detroit!
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Detroit!
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. He gets it left side to Johnson. He got 29 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
First down, Mayfield.
Well, shit, hey, everybody ain't LeBron, though, man. Dude, LeBron went from about 190 to about 260 in the middle.
As his guys will get the football back. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Detroit! Gone! Over!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Grant. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out through the football to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's Jackson on 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Yeah, I was about to say Bill Rowe would have been
incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10.
And then dunking on 7 feet.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
I just wanted to test them out.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
We're bunch on the court, too, now.
Gone!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Detroit! 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 Over! Detroit! Detroit! Over!
To throw again is Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught. It's Bryant. And it's a Steeler touchdown. Dez Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
I was going to do that bitch off the rip, though. Like I was doing the dance the whole time.
And the lead is now 21-14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Come
let's
on.
get back on track
Kick
here.
it off.
Sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And Taylor's throw there should have been intercepted, but it's incomplete. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he's got room. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but
you need to stop that
this
shit.
This game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
To the right side and complete to Njoku. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space,
hey, don't worry about
he's
it.
not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They toss it out right to Johnson. And some space here. And down to the 36-yard line here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. He dumps it to Hyde. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 2nd down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Good move by Duke. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Jackson on first down. Bryant with a catch right side. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Bryant.
Come on, Dez.
Now in Pittsburgh, all even as we get ready to start the 4th.
You gonna get the Bucks?
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. 3, 9,
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the... And look at this. It's a fake. And this
nigga didn't even go for the ball.
Huge gamble,
This
and
nigga's
it
a
does
bum.
not pay off. They
Oh
fake
my
the
God,
punt.
this nigga's a
It doesn't
bum.
work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so
In
genius.
this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
First down, a run with Hyde. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run. Hyde. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Carlos Hyde, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. The return man is Graham. He'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
So? God damn. Son, do you see how slow he was running, though? Bro, shut up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Here we go. 3-19.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Throw left side complete. It's James. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st and 10, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, the versatility and showing those hands. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down, Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Taylor. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally really didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Now Jackson on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. And he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Damn, I should have took off with that nigga Lamar.
Big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Gosh, given the time of the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Dancing to his left.
Oh, let's go, Lamar!
Here in this one. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You have to do that, Vince Brock.
Tomorrow. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Stepping up.
Oh, they wouldn't let me get in there.
He gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
They hold me. They hold me. Nigga, hey, they hold me, man.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. You know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up, no crazy plays, and they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Taylor going to throw it.
Let's go. Let's go. Send that shit.
What a huge play at this point in the game.
Send that shit.
The Steelers signal for another timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Throwing now is Taylor. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
That's why I went for the gusto, nigga. I can do that shit, nigga.
To the 37-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. He got the slim lead late.
Because I can do that shit, nigga.
So why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Let's go then, Maul.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Out left side here to Bryant.
Your motherfucking ass off me. Let's go, Dez. Let's go, Dez. Let's go, Dez. Tell that nigga what it is, Dez.
7 catches for him.
Tell that nigga what it is, Dez.
First down. And now a timeout call.
Dez, tell that nigga what it is, Dez.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's back to throw. And he's got it.
Jew.
And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. The Steelers going for 2. If you peek back to 2017, they were 2 for 4 on 2-point conversions. Jackson, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
I don't even know your motherfucking name, Dez.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
I don't know your fucking name, Dez.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. One last shot for Taylor. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Steelers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Nigga, hey, Rock. When I said that tight end down right there, that was clutch, nigga. Nigga, Dez though, nigga. Dez ran that bitch smooth. Oh, bitch. Snapchat. Oh yeah. Getting in there, Lamar Jackson. Hell no. Khalil Mack.
Khalil Mack. Yeah. Why Khalil Mack at?
Khalil Mack.
I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay on my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp. I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and it is glow.
Hey man, y'all niggas, y'all saying that bullshit.
Me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen. Now it's by the stove. Big inside the places. Once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay out on the flow. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning.
Are y'all forgetting? Are y'all forgetting Fitzpatrick, bro?
They play Pittsburgh, go.
Are y'all forgetting Fitzpatrick is the same dude that was a star there many times, and he failed miserably many times. Yeah, he's like, yeah, he's doing good right now. He's always did good right in the beginning. Son, listen, bro. No, he's always done good in the beginning. He did good in the beginning all the time.
I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting. Now they see me out in public and
nigga, when that fire is done, y'all gonna be some upset. Oh, the last time we heard Jameis Winston when they beat the Cowboys to go to the offs. To go to the offs? 2 years ago. 2 years ago, yeah. What you mean? Hold on. Whoa. Hold up. Y'all remember y'all saying the same shit about Cam Newton that second year? Y'all remember that? Oh, the world was saying it about Cam, nigga. Cam was the bum the second year. You don't act like y'all didn't forgot, nigga. Okay. Bro, niggas, what I'm saying is niggas saying the same shit, bro. don't give up on the young nigga for real. The nigga is really a nice nigga. All right.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, hey, I got that chicken to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault.
Okay, man.
No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from feeling all kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat, ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you the voice? Who told you your thoughts count?
Yes. Yes. They putting him back in.
Hey.
James Winston, the starter, week 6. James Winston, starter, week 6.
They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your.
James Winston, starter, week 6.
Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with. Get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my. Sit the back that like a popo. No do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they. One ride down to Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Ain't been friends with these. When I was down out of so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lie on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Go and get that me on. And up, give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pen in my watch. Got my eggs down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you're not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting walk. Got a big bands like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's top
I got
notch.
that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like.
There you go.
Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I just go live. Wagyu steak, I died. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you. To prove you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. King of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the brand.
Season look good when your ass been practicing this whole time.
Before I get to the club, look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault.